Hey everybody, it's Chris Prue in the North Conway studio. You're watching White Mountains today. Our next guests are a collection of researchers, some may call them scientists, who have been collecting data across the Mount Washington Valley, attempting to solve one of the big mysteries that locals and visitors alike have been pondering here for decades. That mystery is?
We're trying to find out the best chicken wings in the Mount Washington Valley.
All right, we have here John, Bob, and Steve of the Mount Washington Valley Chicken Wing Association, or MWVCWA, which I'm not sure if that's shorter or not, but thank you guys for joining us in studio today. Are you going to be able to tell us in a little bit actually who has some of the best chicken wings?
Yes, most definitely. We are in process of evaluating the best wings. We've been to 20 places so far, and we're going to be going to 5 more shortly, and you will see us around. You can recognize us. There's 2 more wing associates that aren't here right now.
Right.
One of them wants to remain anonymous, but you will see us around.
All right, so in just a little bit, we're going to reveal some of the top places to get chicken wings according to their scientific research. But before we do that, let's get into the who, and the how, and the process that you guys use to evaluate chicken wings. So first of all, how did the Mount Washington Valley Chicken Wing Association come to be?
Well, okay. They're my neighbors and really good friends, and I always look for an opportunity to have fun with people. And you know, these are the 5 best guys. You know, we get along great. We enjoy each other's company, and what's better than to go out and eat wings and have beverages together? I mean, that's just a great opportunity. And I think that Bob can tell you a little bit about how this thing is structured, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely, Bob. So you guys aren't just going out randomly to random places and finding chicken wings. No. You have a strict method here. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we do. We start off with a lot of times a theme where it would be we could be looking at Asian or southern part of of where we live. And so we get together, we pick a time, and we go out. We have a designated driver. There's 5 of us that go out. Once we reach our destination, the one we picked out, the restaurant we picked, we go in there, and whoever's restaurant it is, what we do is we introduce ourselves to the server.
As the Mount Washington Valley Chicken Wing Association?
That's correct. We let them know who we are, what we're doing. We show them our rating sheet. What we're, how we rate them, or what particular areas that we do rate. Then we'll order 1 side of chicken wings. It's got to be plain. That way it levels a playing field between all the other restaurants that we go to, or pubs, or whatever the theme happens to be that particular outing.
Yep.
And we all go for a taste, and then we rate. We come out with our rating sheet, and we rate them. And
very scientific. I like the controlled, no sauces or anything. That opens it up for another tour later on. You could do a sauce tour or something like that. Well, let's get to the rating sheet. How do you actually rate the wings?
Okay, what we do is we put them in 5 categories. That's what we're rating, and what they are is visual presentation.
Okay.
Which would be what does the plate look like when it's initially handed to you. Then we go with aroma. Mm-hmm. That's the second category. And do the wings have a distinctive, pleasant smell? The next category would be taste and aftertaste. And so the taste would be, how do they taste when you first eat them?
Yep.
Right? Are they crispy? Are they soft? And what we're looking for is consistency on the whole plate. The next is the texture, and what we're looking for is, the meat. Is the meat soft? Does it break away from the bone easily? And that's an important part. Again, aftertaste is important too, because what taste does it leave in your mouth? The aftertaste as good as the initial taste?
Right.
And then last would be the overall culinary experience. So that takes in the restaurant, the people that we meet there.
The atmosphere.
In the interaction we have with the staff and the like. And it's surprising, they've been very receptive to us, even more now that we have the shirts, because, you know, when we first started out, it was just 5 guys showing up. And now when you have the shirts, all of a sudden the interaction between the people that we're rating, because now they know, you know, what Bob says carries some weight because there's 5 guys that look alike.
And you're going to be on TV now, and so like
Right.
you know, the results of your research are going to be made public. And I heard some cooks and chefs in the kitchen get a little nervous. It's a little stressful situation for them.
Yeah, they've expressed serious interest in what we're doing. Before we had the shirts, we went in and we pulled out the rating sheets. And all of a sudden, the table next to us over here and the table next to us, what are you doing? And we said, well, we're the Chicken Wing Association. And they chuckled. And we said, well, we're evaluating the chicken wings. And they said, really? And now people, after the shirts too, they said, well, how do I join the Mount Washington Valley Chicken Wing Association? You know, how do I sign up? And we said, well, there's a lengthy process, and we have a waiting list and things like that. But there's a lot of interest, and the chefs and the waitresses, they say, well, how do we do? And I said, well, you're going to have to wait, you know, because we're building the tension.
Ooh, this is good.
And we've been to 20 places so far.
Have you made your data public anywhere else? Are we debuting it for the first time here?
Exactly.
Wow.
It's a great moment in media.
Well, we're about to get to this in just a minute, but at first, is there any controversy ever? Because you have you have a rating sheet, but you have 5 guys who are doing the ratings. Do any of you ever differ, or are you pretty much come to a consensus every time?
We've kind of smoothed
Is there anyone
out
you
the
want
process.
to kick out of the group? Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, we pick 5 places. It says, here you go, guys. Pick one. And usually I get the short end one, or the one that's takeout only, or what have you. The very first time I made the mistake of ordering chicken tenders, which is not a win, right? There's lawsuits out on that.
You almost got booted on your first time.
And I'm reminded
Yeah.
of that mistake quite often.
And the other question I have is, I think you guys said you order a beer with each round of chicken wings, which
We have a beverage.
is crucial.
beverage,
Okay,
Yes, and our designated driver does not have a beverage.
right. But do the rest of you do?
Oh, yeah.
Most of the time, yes, we do that.
And do you, I'm very concerned about like the scientific control here. Are you all having the same beverage, or are you influenced by the different beverages that you have? Like different beverages might pair better with different wings.
That's a tough question, but really I think that we think similarly.
Okay.
We're a group of guys that we really don't argue much about anything because we're having too much fun.
And does the testing or the grading get a little bit more lenient the further you go?
Well, now,
Because you've had a couple of these
I have to
beverages.
explain that. Well, I don't know if you want to explain how we do the pre-rating, Steve.
Well,
and
again,
then
let me go through. The system. It's a 1 through 5.
Yep.
You know, 5 being exceptional, 4 being very good,
Yep.
3 being good, 2 being fair, and 1 being poor.
Right.
Okay, so, but now what happens is when we do the rating sheet, each one of us has our own sheet. We're not rating on one sheet. So everybody has their own sheet, and we rate, each place.
Right.
And then what we'll do is we'll have discussions afterwards, and say, did you consider this and did you consider that? But we, it's gotten to the point now. At the beginning, it was a little awkward, but now it's getting to the point, we can come to a consensus pretty quickly because we now have been through it a couple of times and
Right.
we know what we're looking for. So,
Right.
so
Well, you have a scale of 1 to 5, although a couple of you had trouble counting to 3 in the mic checks leading up to this. So we'll just have to take their word for it. This is a scientific thing. Let's get to the results. Can we go through the tours? So bring us through the first tour.
Okay. As far as we don't want to go through every single tour because we've got 20 places.
Okay.
So what we did with the tours is we came up with a top one in each tour. We've been to 20 places. We have 5 more to go. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do the big reveal where we go back to the top 5, then pick the top 1 in the Mount Washington Valley area. Now, Stevie's great with certificates and stuff, and we may give out a certificate if they give us something. We haven't figured that out yet. We'll work on that one. But as far as so far, this is a great place to get chicken wings in the Mount Washington Valley. That's the first thing that we've said. The second thing is, there are other channels in the state who have had evaluations, nowhere near as technical as ours.
I don't think so.
And very seldom, if ever, do they pick one from the Mount Washington Valley, which we feel is a complete travesty to get that out of the way. First tour, the top one was Delaney's. All right, they did an exceptional job. and they rated high. And all of the places we went to in the first tour rated highly. We actually snuck over to Maine and went to 302, and that was great. That was up there. We went to Almost There, which is right around the corner from us, and that was great. So we had a lot of success with the first tour. The second tour, we went up to Jackson.
Yep.
Kind of a North Country tour. And in Jackson, the Red Fox Inn, they have brick oven wings. We went to Eagle Mountain, nice place, really classy, enjoy that. We finished up at May Kelly's, had a great time at May Kelly's. Quite a few of us are Irish, by the way. So that worked out great. The next tour was the Asian tour.
Did we get a winner for? Did you say Red Fox was the winner of that tour? Okay.
We did have a couple glitches, but but we worked out. Then we went to the Asian tour, and Taste of Thai tied with Peking.
Ooh,
the Peking.
Tie there.
Yeah, there was a tie.
So did they both move on from this bracket to the championship?
We have to have a meeting and discuss that.
Okay.
We like to meet on the side sometimes.
Do you meet over chicken wings?
Yeah. So we have to discuss that, but they were both terrific. And then the most recent tour. One of you guys want to handle the most recent tour?
No, go right ahead.
No?
You're doing fine.
All right. So the most recent tour. We started with Black Cap, and right off they were good. We went to Black Cap, and they won that one.
Wow.
They stunned us, actually.
And then a couple others were close seconds. We went to Horse Feathers. We went to Hooligans. We went to
Tuckerman's?
Yeah, went to Tuckerman's
Tavern.
restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've been to an awful lot of places to evaluate, and I think we've done one heck of a good job. And then the
Don't say so yourself.
The next tour, Yankee Smokehouse is in there, Hobbs Tavern, the Pizza Barn.
This is what's coming up.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're at one of those places, keep an eye out for the MWVCWA.
Cafe Noche is not too far south, but it's close to Madison.
Yep.
Because our home area is Madison, so that's where we work out of.
Okay. Very good. So that's the next tour coming up. I guess we'll have to invite you back so we can get the results of that. But this is very important information. Visitors, locals, everybody wants to know where the best chicken wings are. And if you somehow if an opening ever occurs and someone wants to join, you may want to think twice because there is a very, involved handshake that you have to learn as part of this?
Well, if we do, we may franchise, actually. We may break this down into, allowing people to come in, having their group of 5. They pay their tuition fee to us, to get them going. But, we may do the franchise thing.
Yeah.
But yes, there definitely is a handshake, and it's a secret handshake. So we may have to keep our hands lower so you can't see.
Oh, it's a secret. So when do you do the handshake? Only when you're in the bathroom?
It's probably not. No, it's probably not a secret anymore because we're on television. But here you go.
Oh, I gotta do it? I thought.
No. Here.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep.
All right. Here. And here.
Here.
There you go. And
I'm deputized.
And what we'd like to do is present you with the official T-shirt.
I'm going to abuse this.
There's only one other one. No, this is the last one, I think. But the MWVCWA, and our motto: "We wing it." Okay.
Very nice. I am going to totally abuse this, get the most out of it that I can. Oh, this is great.
Well, we're not taking responsibility for you, though. Not happening.
If you don't show up with 4 of the guys,
I'll be like, I am the one who got kicked out.
And don't tarnish our name with that.
Well, now that I have this, I will wear it the next interview so that we're all on the same page and we're in uniform together.
And if you want to come as an associate, we can't let you have an official score sheet.
Okay.
But if you wanted to come in as an associate observer...
Is that what you call the designated driver now?
Take a little footage. No, we already have it. And you might have to ride in the back because we only have room for 5 guys. But we'd like to extend that invitation to you.
Well, and if you'd like to sponsor these guys with a bus and a logo, so the Mount Washington Valley MWVCWA bus, goes on tour, you can spot them coming from a mile away and lock your doors. So,
And one other thing, if you want to contact us, you can do that through the station.
all right. So if you have any questions or solicitations that you want to send their way, reach out to us. Just go to our website, whitemountains.tv, and we'll actually post this video with, again, your winners on our website so people can check that out. All right, thank you so much, John, Bob, and Steve, the Mount Washington Valley Chicken Wing Association.
Thank you.
This was
Thank you,
a
Chris.
lot of great information. Enjoy your chicken wings. You're watching White Mountains Today.